Hi Jane, and we're going to start with a rather red-looking map. This chart shows you how unusual the weather is for this time of the year. The temperatures are way above average for the time of year. How much above average? Well, over the next day or two, we'll see temperatures reach as high as 21 degrees or so, I think, around Greater London. Aberdeen, 18 degrees over the next day or two, compared with the average in April of just 11 degrees, so about 7 degrees above normal. The reason it's very mild is down to the jet stream pattern, which essentially is moving up some very mild and humid air from near the Azores and slopping it across the UK. Now, it might well be mild, but it's not necessarily sunny. Here in South Wales, there's a lot of cloud, a bit of mist around. The best of the day's sunshine so far has been across parts of the Midlands, northern England and into Scotland as well. Through Sunday and into next week, we get a ridge pattern building in the jet stream just to the west of the UK, and that is going to be sending in colder air across the UK through Sunday and into next week. So we'll see temperatures dropping back down to average for the time of year. We'll see weather-wise a mixture of sunshine and showers. Some of those showers will be heavy with some hail mixed in as well. So mild for the next couple of days, all change though through the weekend.
Good afternoon. Warm and sunny over the next few days, but blink and you'll miss it. It won't be long before we return to rather cooler conditions. Cloud will melt away. We're going to see lengthy spells of sunshine right across the capital. And with that, some high temperatures, highs easily reaching 20, maybe 21 Celsius. And of course, worth bearing in mind, high UV levels and high pollen levels as well. A similar outlook for Saturday, perhaps more in the way of cloud, but by Sunday the winds turn more westerly, so temperatures back to their seasonal average, and cool and damp for the start of next week.
Hello, good evening. We got up to 19 degrees for today, and tomorrow we could well see values sneaking a shade higher. So yes, feeling warm tomorrow and on Saturday as well, quite spring-like hopefully. Cooler by Sunday, but all the while through the rest of the week I think we should get to see a decent amount of dry and at times some bright weather.
And did you notice it felt a little bit warmer today? Darren, am I right?
I noticed. I hope everybody noticed. Yes, it was a bit warmer. Helped by, well, we had a bit of sunshine. That certainly helped the temperatures, didn't it? The highest temperature was in Norfolk, where it reached 20 degrees. We're going to start with a different Weather Watcher picture, though. This isn't Norfolk. This Weather Watcher picture was taken in Northern Ireland. Temperatures reached 17 degrees in Northern Ireland. That's the warmest it's been so far this year.
And speaking of which, I have a show in less than an hour, so I need to start getting ready. It's been a pleasure to take you behind the scenes here down under at the world of Priscilla the Party. I've been Owen Williams, and now we're going back up and over to the studio.
Owen Williams there, that was brilliant. If he ever gets tired of acting, I think there's a job for him reporting here. Great job, thank you very much for that. Darren, now the weather, go on.
I'll tell you what, Asa, it doesn't take me that long to get ready.
Well, we can see that.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much. I walked into that one, didn't I? Let's have a look at what's been happening today. We had a better day today, dry day. The cloud was still around, but it was quite thin. We have seen some sunshine that has given the temperatures a boost, but I think tomorrow, actually, we're going to see more sunshine arriving and temperatures are likely to be higher than today. It's going to be a warm day tomorrow. We get the more significant changes, though, as we move into Sunday, because the wind direction changes. That's going to drop the temperatures as well. And if we look at the outlook chart, you can see what a difference that is going to make. By the time we get to Monday, temperatures are 14 degrees and there are some showers in a much colder wind.
Hello there. The weather today has been very mild indeed. For April, temperatures reached 20 degrees Celsius in parts of Norfolk. Meanwhile, in Northern Ireland, the 17 degrees we recorded here made it Northern Ireland's warmest day of the year so far. We did have southwesterly winds dragging in the mild air, but they also brought a lot of cloud to Wales and southwest England, whereas the best of the sunshine really was across the Midlands, Northern England and into parts of Scotland.
We're close to halfway through meteorological spring, so the daffodils are mostly done, but there's still plenty of blooms in store. Well, Joe is in York for us this evening. Joe, warmer weather on the way?
Yes, I certainly think so. The next couple of days feeling very warm. In fact, southern counties today, Lucrezia, have been very warm indeed. Norfolk and Suffolk reached 20 Celsius this afternoon. It's been fresher further north, but here in York, a balmy 17.5 Celsius this afternoon. It's just beginning to rain now, but it has been really dry and fine this afternoon. No wind to speak of. And of course, the backdrop behind me of the historic city walls of York, which at this time of year host legions of daffodils, and they certainly look very impressive. They've been keen to arrive this year. Many gardeners and growers up and down the country have noted that their spring bulbs have been earlier, and as a consequence they've gone over a little earlier than usual, and the summer flowers are hot on their heels. And of course, preceding spring we had a very mild winter. The UK as a whole had that mild winter, and so far spring has been warmer and wetter than average. Already this spring, England and Wales has seen over 80% of its entire spring rainfall, and there's still more to come. It's also been quite dull. If we look at the details for April, plenty of cloudy skies so far. We're only on the 11th, of course, but for parts of Wales and northern England, it has been particularly wet. Warm conditions then for many areas today and tomorrow. Last Saturday was our warmest day of the year so far. In Suffolk, it reached 20.9 Celsius. Tomorrow afternoon, I think there'll be an advance on that. In the southeast of England, it could reach 21 degrees. It's not the same story everywhere, though. Here are the details. The mild airstream feeding up from the south across particularly southern parts of England and Wales continues through tonight and again into tomorrow. Some warm temperatures in sunny spells during the day tomorrow afternoon. Fresher further north, and for all of us as we go through this weekend, it will turn fresher and more unsettled. So the warmer weather isn't hanging around terribly long, but it's still above average for the time of year. We'd normally expect around 13 or 14 degrees. So 19, 20, 21 degrees will feel rather warm at times.
Yeah, I'll take that. Jo, thank you.